What if your perfect marriage was never real? What if the person you trusted the most had been lying to you for years? That night, the smell of rain and wet cement filled the house. Everything felt heavy. My children were asleep in the next room, unaware that their world was about to change. My husband stood in front of me, calm and emotionless, and said the words that shattered everything inside me. For 11 years. I've been lying. For a moment, I couldn't even breathe. My heart started racing, my hands began to shake, and I felt like the ground beneath me had disappeared. My name is Miriam, and I met Samuel in church when I was young and full of hope. He was everything people admired, kind, soft-spoken, respected, and deeply involved in church. Everyone trusted him. And I did too. I believed every word he said. I believed every promise. When we got married, I thought I had found a man who would love me honestly and stand by me forever. Our life started small. We lived in a tiny house, counted every coin, and celebrated even the smallest blessings. Life was not easy, but I believed we were building something real together. People used to look at us and say, "Your family is perfect." And every time I heard that, I smiled, not knowing that behind that smile, there was a truth I couldn't see. As the years passed, things slowly began to change. At first, it was small. Samuel started coming home late, saying he had church responsibilities, counseling sessions, or people who needed his help. I trusted him, so I didn't question it much. But slowly, I began to feel a distance between us. A silence that wasn't there before. And then, I started noticing one name, Wanjiku. He mentioned her often, always saying she needed guidance or support. At first, I ignored it. But the more I heard it, the more uncomfortable I became. One evening, everything shifted. I saw them together, standing too close near his car. The moment they noticed me, they stepped apart quickly, like they had been caught. That moment, it broke something inside me. My chest tightened, my eyes filled with tears, and my heart whispered a truth I didn't want to accept. That night, I gathered the courage to ask him, "Why are you distant from me, but so close to her?" But instead of answering me, he turned everything back on me. He said I was overthinking, insecure, and imagining things. His words cut deeper than I expected. Slowly, I started doubting myself. I started questioning my own feelings, wondering if maybe I was the problem. But deep inside, I knew something was wrong. Then came the night everything fell apart. We were arguing about money. Bills were piling up. School fees were due, and the pressure had become too much. I was tired. Not just physically, but emotionally. Tired of feeling alone in my own marriage. Tired of pretending everything was okay. Through my tears, I asked him one simple thing. "Just tell me the truth." And this time, he didn't deny it. He looked at me and said, "For 11 years. I've been lying." In that moment, my world stopped. My body went cold. 11 years. Not a mistake. Not a moment of weakness. 11 years of lies, secrets, and betrayal. He admitted that he had been in a relationship with her almost our entire marriage. While I was loving him, supporting him, raising our children, and protecting our image, he was living a completely different life behind my back. Everything we had built, everything people admired, everything I believed in, was based on a lie. But the pain didn't end there. What hurt even more was what I learned next. Some people already knew. Not everyone, but enough people to make it worse. They chose to stay silent. They chose to protect his image instead of telling the truth. In that moment, I realized I wasn't just betrayed by my husband. I was betrayed by the silence around me. I felt alone in a way I had never felt before. Something inside me broke that night, but something inside me also woke up. I stopped crying. I stopped asking questions that would never have honest answers. And for the first time in a long time, I chose myself. It wasn't easy. I was scared, hurt, and completely broken. But I knew one thing: I could not stay in a life that was built on lies. So I made the hardest decision of my life. I walked away. I left that house. I took my children, and I started again from nothing. The nights were hard. I cried more than anyone knew. I questioned myself again and again. But slowly, I started to feel something I hadn't felt in years: peace. Not because everything was perfect, but because I was no longer living a lie. People talked, of course. Some judged me. Some said I should have stayed, prayed more, and forgiven him. They said a good wife endures everything. But what they didn't understand is this: I had already endured for 11 years. I had already given my time, my trust, and my love to something that was never real. And that's when I learned the truth. A relationship can look perfect on the outside and still be completely broken inside. Not everything that shines is real. Not every smile tells the truth. And sometimes, walking away is not weakness, it's strength. It's choosing dignity over silence. It's choosing truth over comfort. Today, I still believe in love. I still believe in faith. But I no longer believe in pretending. I no longer believe in protecting an image that hides pain. Because peace without truth is just silence in disguise. So let me ask you something: if your life looks perfect to everyone else, but deep inside it feels wrong, how long will you keep protecting the image, instead of facing the truth?